entrepreneur wants to thrive rather than just survive as a leader. You know what kind of thriving Jesus alludes to when he said, I have come to give you life and life to the fullest. Sounds incredible, isn't it? Now, let's be truly honest with ourselves today. Is that okay? Yeah. Can we all be honest? Yes. As a leader, are you living the abundant life? Have you ever been asked a question that shook you up to the core and left you completely transformed? Well, such question came in my life when I thought I was living the abundant life. I was at the pinnacle of my success. You know what I'm talking about. Remember a time in your life when you felt at the top of your game? Ah, we love that, don't we? Feels good. I was traveling the country to speak on faith and leadership, and I loved my life. And then one day, in one moment, I was in a car accident, and my life came to a crashing halt. Everything's changed. And because I went back to work too soon after my accident, I literally worked myself to the ground and burned out. I remember being in so much pain. Anybody had kids here? Anybody remember childbirth? It hurts a lot. But it was that level of pain, but without the joy of new beginnings. There was only pain. I remember laying in bed, and my son came into my bedroom, and he asked me, with great concern in his eyes, he said, Mommy, are you going to die? And he was only 8 at the time. And I instantly remember sitting at my mother's bedside just before she passed away of cancer. And I asked her that very same question. My son's question was like a slap in the face. It just woke me up to the reality that something needed to change in my life. And as I held my sweet boy in my arm, I made the decision that radically changed my life. I'm going to teach you a principle today that God have revealed to me that day. It made such a difference in my life, and I know that if you apply it in yours, it will change your life too. Are you ready? Yes. Are you ready?
Yes.
Align with God's design. So repeat after me. Align with God's design. Yes, that's the foundational principle that God have revealed to me that led me to create my blueprint for the abundant life in leadership. It has transformed me and hundreds of my coaching clients. I remember when I was holding my son in my arm. I was at a point in my life where I asked Jesus, if you came to give me life and life to the fullest, you know that kind of abundant life that I'm longing for so much? The life you promise? Then why am I so completely depleted? Why am I striving so much, and why am I so run down? And that moment, that aligned with my design, made all the sense in the world. And it led me to my 3-step blueprint to the abundant life. Reset, recalibrate, and rise up. First, we reset. When's the last time, as we reset, I have a question for you. As a leader, do you tend to tolerate how God has created you, or do you celebrate it? Do you tolerate yourself, or do you celebrate yourself? I mean, when's the last time you took a personality test assessment, survey your leadership style, or did a value core assessment? Now, I'm not talking about the 2003 version of you where you had a really bad haircut and live with regret ever since. I'm talking about who you are right now. You have changed and evolved through the years. You're different than you were 20 years ago. So when we learn to really reset and align with God's design, it allows us to leverage rather than resent our unique design. So we reset, then we recalibrate by developing a healthy and sustainable rhythm of life. I have a question for you. When's the last time you said no to something good so that you can say yes to that one thing that actually helped you move forward towards your dream? Did you know that Jesus did not always say no? He did not always say yes. He did not always say yes. And because he said no, so can we. And there's freedom in that. There is so much freedom in that for us today. So we reset, we recalibrate, then we rise up by developing a step-by-step plan towards our God-sized dreams. One of God's most precious gifts to us is the gift of time. Time is so precious. Yet how often do we speak of time as something we lack of, something we're victim of? Oh God, I just don't have the time. I'm so busy. You know, we can be very busy but not fruitful. And every time we whine about our lack of time, it's like us saying to God, God, you know your idea of only giving me 24 hours in a day to do everything you call me to do? You actually set me up for failure and not for success. Yeah, that's what we do when we whine about our lack of time. And when we do that, we abdicate responsibility for our own life. I want to teach you a tip today that's going to radically help you to make the most of managing this beautiful gift called time. When you plan your activities and your to-do list on your calendar, plan the things that are most important but not urgent first, and plan more time between tasks than you think you're going to need. Then you won't be running through the day accomplishing little, but you are going to have room to breathe. Take a deep breath with me. Room to breathe. Isn't this what you long for? Isn't this what you desperately need? Stop striving. Stop pretending. And stop working yourself to the ground. It's your time to align with God's design. If you know that God is calling you to the next level, but can't quite imagine it because your pace is already unsustainable, I have a gift for you. Who likes gifts? It's a free downloadable gift. Yes, I just said that. And it's called 5 to Thrive. So you can just, it's the number 5 to thrive.org. So repeat after me, 5 to Thrive. 5 to Thrive.org. And this is a free gift that's going to give you 5 key strategies to help you live life fully in leadership. I want to tell you a story of one of my beautiful coaching clients called Christelle. Christelle is a mother of 4 and a full-time teacher. When she came to me, she felt overwhelmed, overworked, and overcommitted. She knew that something needed to change. So she decided to take radical responsibility for her life. And she applied my blueprint diligently. The transformation that took place in her life were deep, radical, and permanent. Repeat, permanent. Permanent. She recently came to me and she said, Caroline, I'm finally aligned with God's design. I'm preparing to become the lead pastor of my church. I'm finally stepping into my God-sized dreams. And you see, it is my dream for you that you may step into your God-sized dreams with clarity, confidence, and composure. It is your time to align with God's design. Are you ready to live life to the fullest?